Welcome friends. This is the sixth video in the pulley system. Somewhat complicated in comparison to the previous video, but it is not difficult situations. Here I am giving three figures. Now how can you calculate the acceleration and tensions of the system without taking the free body diagram, writing so many equations? Okay, directly how can you calculate A, T1 and T2? Now let us come to the first figure. You take this is M1, this is M2 and this is M3. There are three masses in a wedge-shaped body. So M1 is moving down with the acceleration A. This is moving, entire system is up with the acceleration A. So how can you calculate the weight? That is M1G is down, component of M2 is down, component of M3 is down, net weight is M2 plus M3. I am writing G sin theta. Okay, net weight is this is. So therefore you can write acceleration is equal to that is total force divided by total mass of the system. This is your common formula. I am writing, or a total force is M1G is vertically down minus M2 plus M3 M3 into G sin theta is opposite that motion divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3, and this is your acceleration, mass, total mass, or you write M1 minus M2 plus M3 into sin theta, that is whole into G divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3. I am writing in a decent form. So if you imagine this formula directly, this is directly downward force minus upward weight, downward weight minus upward weight divided by total mass equal to system. Okay, then come to the tensions. Now within M1 and M2, suppose T1 and T1 are tensions acting. Now find out T1 acting on only one body, that is for mass M1. You take T1, it is better. Okay, M1 is moving down, therefore you write T1 is M1 into G minus A. So you put the value of acceleration here, then you will get the answer. Similarly, for M3, you write T2 because T2 is acting, that is both M2 and M3. T2 is acting, but while taking M2, you have to take the property, or you have to put the values of T1 again. So independently derive T2 without taking T1. Okay. So now M3 is moving down. So therefore for T2, okay, for T2 you write this is M3 mass into, it is moving down, it is moving up, therefore this is G plus A. You put the value of A again here, you put the value of A again here and find out the values of T2. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the values of in this way you can calculate the values of T1, T2 and A. Okay, let us come to the second figure. Now M1G is acting, here M3G is acting along direction, that is M2G sin theta is acting. Now in between, that is M1 and M2 is T1, T2. In between, that is T1 and you take this is T2. M2 and M3, this is T2 is acting. Exactly similar principle. System is moving up with the acceleration. This is moving down and A is moving up. If you imagine this is the case, then first find out what is acceleration. Same principle, resultant force divided by total mass of the system. Okay, resultant force is here M1G minus these two are minus, that is M3G plus M2G sin theta whole divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3, or this is M1 minus M3 plus M2 sin theta, that is whole into G divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, this is the total force divided by total mass of the system. You will get the acceleration. Okay, then calculate directly T1 and T2. Now T1 you take mass m1. For mass m1, that is what is T1? m1 is moving down. This is g minus a. So put the value of a here and you will get the answer. Okay, now for m3, that is T2, m3 is moving up. So this is m3 into, you write g plus a. So you can put it directly and get your answer. Okay, so without free body diagrams it is possible to calculate acceleration T1 and T2. Okay, now let us come to the last figure. Now this pulley is fixed, this pulley is movable. Suppose this pulley is moving with the acceleration a1. This is m1 is moving with the acceleration a1. Within this pulley m3 and m2, they are moving like that with the acceleration a2. Okay, suppose if you assume m1, m2, m3, a1 and a2 all are given. This is given. How can you what are your aim? What is your aim? What is your aim to calculate? Calculate is acceleration of m1, acceleration of m2, acceleration of m3, then tensions acting on the entire system. Okay, now these are the tensions sources acting. I am writing T1, these two are T2, and this is 2T1. Okay, so if this is asking, you write, I am giving, this is the T naught, you write T naught equal to 2 into 1. If you find out the value of T1, then it is possible to get T naught. Okay, now to calculate T1 and T2, first you assume that is mass m1. For mass m1, what is acceleration? m1 is moving with the acceleration a1, it is given. Then for mass m2 you come. For mass m2, this is mass m2. Mass m2 is within this slit. Within this slit, it is moving with the acceleration a2 with up. If you assume this system is rest, pulley is rest. This pulley is rest means m2 is moving with the a2, but pulley is moving with the a1. Pulley is moving, but this mass is moving up. Pulley is moving down. Therefore, the acceleration of m2, you write a equal to a1 minus a2. Okay. Similarly, pulley is down with a1. m3 is again down with a1. Two vectors are along the same direction. Therefore, m3. For m3, a equal to a1 plus a2. So it is possible to calculate in this way. What are the accelerations of the three masses? Then find the equations. Okay. Your aim is to calculate either T1 or T2 or T2. So while calculating T2, you take either m2 or m3. Whatever may be. I am taking that is T2. T2 is for m2. If you want to take for m2, this is m2 is moving up. Okay, m2 is moving up is t equal to mt into g plus should say a prime. Okay, this is m2 into g plus a prime is acceleration of m2. What is that? Is a1 minus a2. This is the value a1 minus a2. Okay, and similarly, if you use to calculate t2 for m3 is moving down. You write m3 is g minus a double prime. Okay, so now what is g a prime? m3 into g minus of a1 plus that is a2. You calculate like this t2. So you use m2 or m3 either one. Similarly for t1 is mass m1. It is a simple case. It is moving up. This is m1 into, you write g plus a. So this is the value. A means a1. A means a1. So in this way, without writing a number of equations and solving, okay, it is possible to find out what is a accelerations for masses at a tension at T1. If you think that this is a very big problem, it will take one page. It will take 13, 14, 15 lines. It is a wrong. If you use this process, it will help you to solve within 1 minute. Okay, thank you. If you like this video, share it and subscribe it and comment it. Okay.